She's got a little bit of a tight point right here I'm going to get to in just a second. You're moving well though. You'll have an easy adjustment going from the left to the right. Relax your head. You'll feel pressure. Good. Loosen your neck and shoulders. Good. Now just get like kind of lazy for me. There you go. There it is. Good. Awesome. Hey Baltimore, this is Dr. Warren Kalkstein here at Kalkstein Chiropractic. I wanted to introduce you to Evette. Evette, you've been coming to see us for the last few months. So we see a lot of different problems in the area. She goes to Morgan State. She's a business student there. Brought her car down from Connecticut, and she got in a car accident. Got hit actually. And you were already coming in here to see us prior to the car accident, correct? Mm-hmm. And so and this was right before Thanksgiving break?
Yeah, right before.
So you had to go, and we found you a chiropractor back home to continue the care. You came back here. So right before Thanksgiving break, she gets in a car accident and was like, hey, do you guys handle personal injury? Do you guys handle kind of whiplash? I'm having a ton of neck pain. I have headaches. And we're fortunate we've got good relationships in the area. My father's been in practice here for 35 years, so knows who to use, knows who to work with, relatively speaking, to do it in a fair and in the right way and give people the right support. But then our office is definitely somewhere people can come relative to being in a car accident, whiplash, concussion, like the sprain strain that you kind of can experience from those type of issues. And we help people walk through not only the process that you have to handle with the insurance side of things, but also just the care. So whiplash came in, we sent you to another chiropractor back home, and then you've been busy with school, but you're able to kind of start back up. Tell us a little bit of kind of the process of what happened and what it's been like coming to the office.
It's been pretty good. I've definitely gotten better. The car accident, it took me out. And now since I've been back since I came for a full month, I was doing a lot better.
Nice. Yeah, I think that sometimes it's kind of scary when you go through a car accident like that, and the concept of someone working on your neck afterwards might kind of not be the first thought process people have. It's like, Aleve, Advil, rest, ice, and nothing else. But I really am passionate about dealing with whiplash, soft tissue work on the neck, like the comfortable adjustments for you, relatively speaking, and getting you the right rehab and physical therapy to kind of stretch you out. So we're kind of at a good place right now. This is kind of through care. So I'm going to show you what an exam would look like, and I'm going to do some soft tissue work and some adjustments, and she'll also be getting some dry needling and some light therapy. So some of the soft tissue management that we use in the office, you'll see a quick video at the end. So if you have questions about whiplash, or if you're just interested in chiropractic care, don't be afraid to comment or subscribe to it. And then if you're in the area, I'm happy to help. I'm really love doing what I do. Cool. You can go ahead and stand up for me and come over towards me. Can I take the mic off, Carly? Okay, because she's not going to be really talking much. So, and it's just going to get in the way of you. So you'll listen to the rain and the traffic sounds on that mic. Do me a favor, just go ahead and relax your shoulders. Good. Turn your head to your right for me as far as you can comfortably go, 80. And then to the left for me. Good. Full bilaterally. Face me. Bring your head back for me, nice and easy. Good. Now bring your chest up and bring your head back farther. There you go. And relax there. Turn to the right. You feel a little pressure. Good. To the left. Feel a little pressure. Good. Bring your chin down to your chest. Take your time doing it. You feel a little pressure. With any of those pressures, you getting any neck pain at all?
No.
Awesome. Go ahead and take a seat here for me. So I'm looking for passive end range when I do those pressures. So I'm putting stress on the joints, the capsule, ligamentous structures as well. Then I'm going to look at her activity in the muscles, if you will, and see if there's any weakness or pain. Bring your head back for me. I'm going to push your head forward. Don't let me, okay? So push into my hand, push into my hand. Well done. Good. I want you to push into my hand here. Go ahead as hard as you can comfortably go. Bring your chin to your chest. Hold. Good. Really good. Any pain with either of those?
No.
Perfect. All right, now you're going to go ahead and turn your head to the left. I'm going to resist you. Don't let me win, okay? Hold that strong. It's rock solid. Good. To the right now. Turn. Hold that. Hold. Good, and relax. Good job. Any pain or discomfort with that?
No.
Good. All right, you're gonna bend to the right for me. Good, now try to bring it back to the left. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Left lateral flexion is strong. Any pain with that?
No.
Good. Same thing to the right. I'm gonna push, don't let me win. Good, and relax. Perfect. Now we're gonna challenge the joints a little bit. I know we're gonna isolate the left side. Bring your head back for me. Rotate to the left. And put some downward pressure. Good. Evette, you okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Head back again. Turn to the right. And relax. There you go. Put a little pressure. Any pain or discomfort with that?
No.
Have you been getting any headaches in the last week?
No.
Good. Trap's normal. She's got some tension in right levator scap. Good. All right, I'm gonna test muscle strength. Arms up like this. Good. I'm gonna push down. Hold strong for me. Ready? Got that. Good. Hold. Perfect. Arms up like this. Deltoid strength is 5+ bilateral. I'm gonna pull. I want you to hold strong for me. Good. I'm gonna push. Hold strong. Good. Would you grab me a reflex?
Right, okay.
Yeah, thanks. Good. I'm gonna pull, hold strong. Good. I'm gonna push, hold strong. So looking at her, push it right there for me. Don't let me win. There you go. Okay. Looking at her myotomes, making sure all the muscles are engaged, strong, can hold against resistance. You got it.
Correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's correct. From a myotome standpoint, deltoid, bicep, tricep, all 5+.
Okay.
Wrist extensors now. Go ahead and ride your Harley for me. Good. I'm going to pull down with your wrist. Hold strong there. Yeah, there you go. Good. Hold. Good. Flip it over. Show me the curls. Good. Hold strong. Perfect. Wrist curl, curl, curl. Hold that. Good. And relax. Squeeze my hand here. Hard as you can. Good. Right here. Good. These are all components of a cervical spine neurological exam, and she's tested out beautifully with them. No weakness, and you didn't have a ton of weakness in your hands. You had some weakness in your shoulders when you first came in, and a lot of that was referred pain coming from the neck. So that's kind of what we're doing here for your sake and for their sake. Hands out for me. The next thing that we look for is any sensory changes, any difference between the sides, or any less feeling between the two fingers. Or do you feel that fully?
I feel it fully.
Perfect. Same question.
Yeah, fully.
Good. Same question.
Fully.
Good. And I'm gonna kind of do a little light pinch.
I think this side hurts more.
My nail's a little sharper over here. Sorry. There you go. There's tools if I really was concerned about 2-point discrimination for her, which I'm not, because she's checked out already with that. Any difference there? I would use that. In cases like carpal tunnel syndrome, we've got this little, it looks like a throwing star. It helps me get a true assessment and how far they can't discriminate 2 points. But we don't need to do that for her case because she's already good there. And then last thing we can check relative to an upper cervical spine exam and her any type of pinched nerves, etc. that I usually see in the office. In her case, I did not. Is I can look at reflexes relative to brachioradialis, tricep, and the extensor group. Good. And everything's +2. You can bring your arm out here. Good. Kind of do like the Michael Jackson. There you go. But really relax it. Does that correlate to anything in your mind relative to Michael Jackson? Didn't he do this position in the zombie video?
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that one.
That might be
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What's it called?
That's
Thriller.
the Thriller.
It's the Thriller. Yeah.
Yeah, relax here. Good. Thriller. Thank you, Carly. Oh, really good there. +2 bilaterally
You
upward.
outed ourselves right there.
Just a wee bit. Good. All right. So right now I just did a bunch of things to challenge the tissues. Do you have any like increased neck pain at all?
No.
Perfect. And are you getting any headaches right now?
No.
Good. You move really well, and like your range of motion is perfect by both sides. Your strength is coming along really nicely too. I didn't find any really true weakness in there, which I don't expect to find on you. You're healthy, and relative to the car accident you had, given the time and the amount of care you've had, you should test out pretty strongly in all those areas. So your neck muscles, the strain and the whiplash you experience is all good, and you've recovered kind of not just from a pain standpoint, because that's what we all focus on, but functionally you move a lot better. Now you've got the green light to be a little bit more get after it in the gym, if you will. Okay? Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit about that. That's kind of like the next level of care in the office, is you doing more performance training in your upper back and neck, and then giving you the tools to do them in the gym outside of here. And that's kind of your choice to kind of get after it a little bit on your own. Okay? But first, we're going to show you kind of some of the care that she receives in the office, some of the soft tissue work, and the adjustments. Thank you for your help with the exam and for the clutch find on the reflex. Go ahead and stand up for me. And the thriller. We'll figure that out.
Absolutely.
Relax. Migraines, tension headaches. Those are something I see quite often in the office. In every age group, if you will. Migraines and tension headaches, two different things. But I think what's not very understood, relatively speaking, is just the role that complementary care plays in the management of migraines, and taking away that stressor, that nociception, which is just another word for pain coming from the nerves, that joint irritation that can stimulate the trigeminal nerve in a negative way, just like light can stimulate the trigeminal nerve in a negative way, just like foods can do that, just like noises can do that, just like internal stress can do that, right? The neck is one of the most common signs that a migraine is even coming on, is neck stiffness. And so I really enjoy working in my lane relative to migraines, as well as referring to the right people. We work with local neurologists on managing migraines, because they're very complex. And it's not often that a simple neck adjustment is what really solves the problem. They need complementary care along a lot of different areas. And I really like quarterbacking that and helping people out in that way. And I think that I'm able to do that well, in my opinion, is because of the relationships that I have with people in the community that also treat them, and just being real that it's not just me. But we definitely handle the neck side of things relative to that. So right now I'm just doing some passive soft tissue work. I'm showing you what she normally gets in the office for her, the care with her neck. You kind of just overheard, she's getting kind of progressed and promoted to a little bit of a different routine. More on the exercise floor, working with our personal trainers, because she wants to kind of take that next step and not just feel better, but functionally really improve her dynamic, her ability to move and be strong in that area. So this is what she was getting and what she's getting today. In the future, she gets a little less of me, a little less of the next thing, which is the dry needling, and then we'll get after it. But I'm so grateful to get to work with her, because I think she's, you can kind of tell she's been an advocate for her personal health, and she handles it, I think, in a logical way. And so you came down to Morgan State. What made you want to come to school down here?
I think I was looking for an HBCU, and Morgan is one of the closest ones from where I'm from, and
Really?
it's also the most known one.
And there's not as many in the Northeast.
Yeah, there's none really. Just
Wow.
Pennsylvania.
What school in Pennsylvania is an HBSU?
Lincoln,
Okay, gotcha.
and I think there's one more, but I can't remember that one.
Didn't Lincoln just win the basketball tournament?
I don't.
You know which one I'm
not
talking
sure.
about? So they host, basically those colleges have a tournament. I think it's called the CIA. I might be butchering that, but either way, they play in Baltimore every year, and it's a really awesome tournament. There's 32 teams, 32 historically black colleges that come down and compete. And I think it's us and Charlotte host it every year, every other year.
I never heard of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a great. I think one of our interns that's from Towson, her mom went to school and must have played basketball, because Asia's a basketball player too. So they went and they said it was an awesome time. But yeah, so you wanted to come down and experience the school and get education. You kind of already know what you want to do, though.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I want to be a hair salon owner and a hairstylist.
Nice, that's awesome. And you already plan on either Paul Mitchell or go to the school here in Baltimore, correct?
Yeah. I've toured them both.
You made up your mind?
No, it depends on if I decide to stay in Baltimore or go back home.
I got you. Turn your head to the right. Good. You're going to feel a little bit more of a stretch. So we're just doing the rotation from side to side. We're stretching out some of these muscles in the neck. She's got a little bit of a tight point right here I'm going to get to in just a second. You're moving well, though. You'll have an easy adjustment going from the left to the right. Relax your head. You'll feel pressure. Good. Loosen your neck and shoulders. Good. And this side's a little tighter, okay? All right, turn your head to your right. And relax. Good. Let your head rock back. Now just get like kind of lazy for me. There you go. There it is. Good. Awesome. I gotcha. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna do just your upper back now. Okay, so come face down for me. There you go. Take a deep breath. Easy exhale. Good. All right. Relax this left shoulder. Good. And really kind of almost think about your chest just falling to the table. There you go, Evette. Perfect. Good. A little light release right here. Good. All right. So she tested out a really positive neurological, cervical spine exam, tested her muscle strength in her neck. Any of the signs of whiplash are long gone. She's feeling better. Now we get to push her a little bit and give her some take-home exercises in the form of some upper back, some weights, if you will, and doing some cable work out there as well. Okay? I hope you have a wonderful day. It's been lovely to get to work with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How you feeling?
I feel good.
Perfect. I'd love to hear that for you. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Again, like, subscribe if you're interested in what our office does and want some help. You've been in a car accident? Happy to help. Just reach out to our office. It's super easy to schedule. Thanks for